What? It could all be avoided if we all didn't have the technical competency of like 80-year-olds. I know who the Miz is. That's only because he played in the celebrity softball games at All-Star Weekend. That's the only reason I know who the Miz is. Also, sexual deviant, the guy who threw shoes in Austin Powers. Didn't that guy did something?
Oh yeah, he was the one that got punched by the mullet guy in the dick, right?
In the dick,
UFC 3?
Yeah, in the dick.
Okay.
Let's get this over with, because I gave up on sports since Sunday. I haven't been watching any sports. I don't like sports anymore. Sports are dumb.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Ah!
What do you want?
The world, sir. Damn Flurkins. Those fucking cats. I'm on Team Skrull when it comes to Flurkins. They're creepy, and I don't like them. I can't wait to see a scene in Secret Invasion when an army of Flurkins comes at a bunch of Skrulls. Like, I think that should be a thing. If they don't do that, they're missing out on comedy gold. It's a great callback.
You are a terrible fucking sports fan.
I'm not.
You don't. Yes, you are. You don't give a shit about a team until they beat your friend's team, and you want your friends to feel like shit.
No!
Because you're a terrible fucking sports fan. That's exactly what you're doing. You want to troll people and make them feel fucking shitty because the team you don't actually care for beat a team that we actually care about. So fuck you, Ray. Fuck you before we even fucking say everything.
Well.
Bro, Plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bro Plata. It is a beautiful day for everybody to be here along with us. We are going to be talking about a lot, but there is something that I do want to talk about. And he's actually in the waiting room with us.
Is that buzzing from your microphone?
Possibly. Who knows?
Don't scream.
But ladies and gentlemen, we have him. We have him. Smiling. Sam Alvey, everybody. Holy crap. Pulse, bring him up.
Okay, sure thing.
Let's do it.
There he is.
Oh, my God. Oh,
how's it going, fellas?
What's up, man?
Can't complain, brother. Thank you for being on. Appreciate you being on.
Truly my pleasure.
We have Smiling Sam Alvey on for a little while, and when Paul said he got you, we were very excited. I think I messaged you a while ago, so it's awesome that we can finally connect. What are you up to right now?
I just got done in my food truck. My wife's taking over, and now I'm going to teach jiu-jitsu at Checkmat in Mount Juliet.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
What kind of food truck?
So we have deep dish pizza, Chicago style. America's pizza.
I dig it. I love it. That's awesome, sir. Yeah, man, holy crap.
I have
Tim.
more food truck questions.
Okay, I got answers.
Yeah, why deep dish? Where do you live, number one? Are you in?
So I live in Tennessee, just outside of Nashville.
That's what I thought. Cool.
Yeah,
cool.
but I grew up in Wisconsin. My wife grew up just north of Chicago, and I mean, deep dish is the only pizza. I mean, there's not a bad pizza, but deep dish is the best.
I agree with you. I like a good deep dish.
There's no good deep dish where we are. Like, I mean, there's like, what's that chain, Gianardo's or whatever it's called?
Yeah, but we live in Cleveland. We don't really get the good shit. You know, like Chicago has the best deep dish pizza.
They do. Detroit has one that's okay.
Yeah,
they make a square pizza, but that's deep, but it's not Chicago.
I think it's Jets is the one that does the deep dish, like that kind of stuff.
That's Detroit style. Jets is Detroit style. So was there just no good deep dish in Tennessee? So you're like, I feel like there's an opening here.
Yes. Yeah, there was no good deep dish here. It's something I wanted to, my wife and I have been talking about doing it for years, and the time just seemed right. So we jumped on it and found out exactly how difficult it is, but we're figuring it out.
Hey, man, that's awesome, though.
If y'all want to check out what we make, we're at Food Fight Truck on Instagram and Facebook.
Well, that's a perfect name, by the way. Food
Yeah,
Fight
it's
Truck.
great.
That's great. What kind of oven do you use?
A little electric ovens, but then we also have a smoker. We just bought a brand new truck, a big truck, and that one has a smoker on it. So we're going to start smoking all of our deep dish pizzas as well.
Oh, Sam, I really haven't had dinner, and my God, the hungry chubby I just got from that. That sounds amazing.
The hungry chubby. That would be a good name of a food truck.
It would be, actually. If you saw Tim, it would be apropos for him to own it.
Oh, I get it because he's fat. Good one. As if Ray's not. Okay, there we go.
I mean, I'm a fatty, but yeah, I have another one to make fun of, so that's fine.
There are levels to this game. I understand that.
I have a question right off the back. I would like to ask Sam.
Go for it.
Oh yeah.
So coming up, we've got Aspinall versus Pavlicic. I'm wondering, apparently Las Vegas has Aspinall as the fave. What do they seem to know that nobody else knows? Because I think Sergey's going to knock him out in the first.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Sergey as well. But I don't really know why I'm leaning that way. Hey, Aspinall, he's prettier. I think everyone likes him because he's prettier. He's like Frank Mir used to be.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the betting lines are coming down. But I'm leaning towards Sergey, but I don't have a strong opinion either way. I wish they'd had a full camp. I wish there was a full camp for both of them. Short notice fight. I'm just not. I don't dig it.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened on a short notice to one of the best fighters there is with Volkanovski last weekend, right? I mean, geez.
Yeah.
That's tough for anybody.
Yeah.
That's why I always vote. I always bet on Sam too because of the attractiveness. That's why it was a smile. That's why I didn't care what the line was. I like those teeth.
Oh, well, they paid off for you enough. Maybe not recent. Recently they paid off for you.
Well, you know what? I haven't. I didn't bet on the Karate Combat. What is Karate Combat? I saw the fight. It looks really cool. The setup's awesome. What's the rule set? Because I couldn't figure it out.
All right, so I'll start off. About 6 months ago, Raymond Daniels was fighting. Raymond Daniels is a buddy of mine, and so I watched his event, and I just fell in love with it. Like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. It was it was the fastest paced combat sport I think I've ever seen. It's faster than boxing. MMA is slow compared to it, unless Justin Gaethje's fighting, and it's just a really fast-paced organization. So I started hitting them up. I started messaging them, DMing them, sharing everything, just trying to get their attention. They eventually reached out and said, "Hey, you want to fight?" I said, "Hell yeah, I do." And so they got me set up. The rules for it, they're a little different than MMA. You are allowed takedowns, but you're not allowed to be on the ground for all that long. If I take someone down, but my knees are on the ground, I get stood up immediately. If I take someone down, but my knees are not touching the ground, like I'm not hugging them, I can punch them for 5 seconds.
I like it.
I can punch or kick them to the head for 5 seconds, and then it's an automatic stand-up, which I just love the rule because jiu-jitsu is boring, and this just stands the fight back up. And this, I'm close to a black belt. I've been doing jiu-jitsu forever, but it's boring.
Yeah, I've been doing jiu-jitsu on and off for 6 years, and then I started doing boxing last year, and I'm like, why haven't I done this before, man? Like,
yeah, the stand-up is so much more exciting. Jiu-jitsu, it's great. It'll build an athlete out of you, but it's just not competitive. Jiu-jitsu is it's boring.
I don't know, man. Some of my favorite fights are those like rolling fest, with the scramble fest. When there's just like two guys who are really great and just all these crazy scrambles and all this. I mean, also, a million great fights standing as well. But
you could get the same thing out of two guys that don't know jiu-jitsu at all.
That's true.
You ever watch that show, that internet bum fights? They're just rolling around like crazy, and it is the most fun you ever watch.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things, going to a lot of like local events here in Ohio, especially the amateurs, because for a while, especially like 5-10 years ago, like a lot of guys came off the couch, and those are some like the best fights to watch are guys who don't know how to fight. They're hilarious. Like, they're so much fun.
Yeah,
like,
no, 100%. I love watching. It's like all these YouTubers that want to box. None of them know how to fight. They're still fun to watch. I still enjoy every bad punch Jake Paul throws.
Yeah, when you get to fight him?
Yes, it's not going to happen. I mean, I'm willing. I will fight. He doesn't want to fight me. I'm not. I'm too big. I'd make weight, but I'm bigger than him. He doesn't like that. I'm not retired yet, and I'm not 50.
Yeah,
Those are kind of his requirements.
Or Tommy Fury, and even then, that totally blew up in his goddamn face. Oh, that was such a great. I'm a Fury fan. Are you watching this weekend?
I am.
The Riyadh.
I am so much. I love Francis Ngannou. He's the one guy I wish I could call him a friend. He's just a good acquaintance, I guess. I guess as much, but I'd like to say he's a friend. I love that guy. I love what he's done for the sport. I love him as a fighter. I am rooting for him.
Whoop. Sorry, Sam.
It's all right.
But you were saying about Francis, yeah, being a great guy and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of cut out there for a sec.
Oh, sorry. Someone called. I was just hitting in. Yeah,
oh, good.
Francis, I'm betting on him. I am. And he has got that puncher's chance. He's usually not the guy you want to bet on, but he's got that puncher's chance. And it seems like Fury is just not taking him serious. Fury's already booked his next fight. He's already looking at whatever comes next. They're just making a lot of money together now. And Fury has never fought anyone that is as athletic as Francis is.
True.
Francis could catch him. Francis could. I'm not saying he will, but he could.
And that betting line right now is on DraftKings is insane. You got Tyson. It's at minus 1,400 for Tyson, and plus 750 for Francis. I actually considered putting money on that for like $10 just to see if I could make some money off of that. Because I'm like, it's Francis Ngannou, but I'm a Tyson Fury fan. I love Tyson. Yeah. But like, yeah, Francis definitely is one of those guys in boxing that I can see giving Tyson a lot of problems, especially in the early rounds.
He could catch him. He could. He hits hard. I know Deontay Wilder hits hard too, but not as hard as Francis does. And Deontay Wilder already caught him. His chin has been tested and strained.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee he could take another big punch again.
It is very true. And he even took some big shots in his early career when he was on his way up in boxing. I mean, he's been knocked down before plenty of times. But, yeah, I'm rooting for Tyson, but I wouldn't be mad if Francis actually won that fight. Like, I wouldn't be like, it'd be more like, it sucks, but we'll get a rematch out of it at least. So.
Yeah. Is there an automatic rematch clause?
There is, yeah. They signed that was one of the things that was in the contract. John Fury isn't that stupid.
No, I hope there's a rematch. I hope because that's just more money for. So Frank, I love the UFC. I'm one of those fighters that have never badmouthed them. I think they pay well. I think they take care of the fighters. But that Francis was able to stare down the UFC and win is incredible. He did not flinch. He said, I'm going to bet on myself, and he won. He's now signed for $10 million a fight in the PFL. He owns African fighting, boxing, Tyson Fury. Francis Ngannou stared down the UFC and won.
Yeah, I think Tom's going to tell that that's going to be a big deal for everybody eventually, not just him.
It 100% will be, especially if he wins.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sam, we want to play this game. It's not too difficult. We're just going to ask you questions. So what it is it's just match game. And these are corny, but we're playing against each other. We already wrote down answers. We are guessing what you'll say. So we're just going to give you these questions, and we're just guessing what you think your answer would be. And we're playing against each other. So this is the first one. What model of car are you driving?
I drive a Nissan Frontier.
A Nissan Frontier?
Nissan Frontier.
Okay, that's a good. That's good. I like it.
What'd you say, Ray? I went truck. What'd you say?
I went truck as well. I said Ford F-150. Seems like the kind of guy who likes a classic American truck. So it's perfect.
I went truck, but I went terrorist truck. I went Tundra.
Terrorist truck.
I didn't get specific.
I'm going to say the Tundra is more right.
Okay.
I wanted a Tundra. I just couldn't afford it.
Nah.
Yeah, I just said an SUV. I didn't get specific. So
no, that doesn't count then. I'm not counting that.
My
All right?
God,
So that
Tim,
should
are
be-
you that
no.
mean? Come
No.
on.
All right. No. Second
We have a
question.
guest.
All right. No, it's a good question. This is a good Halloween one. Okay. So if a haunted house needed to set up one room and put one thing in it to scare you the most, what would it be?
Scare me the most. If you were to put like the movie Saw on, that would do it. It just puts
Oh man,
have, like,
I said it.
with the movie Saw, like that would. I can't.
Really?
I love haunted houses. Can't do scary movies.
Oh man, you know I can't either. They wanted to talk about horror movies the other day, and I'm like, I haven't seen like any horror movies because I'm not into them. I was wrong. I said clowns. I don't know how you thought about clowns.
Clowns. I'm cool with clowns. We got an understanding.
Yeah. I said Dana. It'd be horrifying to see Dana again. You're like, no, not another fight. I don't want another fight.
Oh, I would. Please give me one more fight. Just one more.
Yes.
Pulse, what'd you say?
Yeah, I said a jigsaw mask. So
Jigsaw man. Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty
wow.
close. I'm not
Got it. No, he got.
Yeah.
I would give
Yeah.
Pulse that actually.
Yeah, he gets it. All right.
That's
That's pretty
almost
good.
exactly it.
Yeah. All right. Pulse got a point. All right. The next one is fill in the blank, and it's just diamond blank.
Dallas Page.
And
have, Pulse?
Tim gets a point. He said Dallas Page.
What'd you have, Pulse?
Cutter.
Cutter. All right.
I had Cutter as well.
All right. Me and Pulse each go. We have two more. What former or current UFC fighter do you think would make the best American president?
Sean Strickland for president, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you say, Pulse?
I said Stephen Thompson.
Wonder
Oh,
Boy?
that's a good bet too.
What'd you say, Ray?
I said Dan Henderson, a real American.
Oh, man, I might have picked the worst of the three.
I said Rashad Evans. I think maybe you have respect because you beat him. I don't know. Okay, this is the last one. It's another fill in the blank. It's a sentence, but it's a fill in the blank. Jake Paul couldn't beat Sam Alvey even if you gave Jake a blank.
The knuckles, the
Brass
Knuckles?
brass knuckles.
I had katana.
I had butter knife.
I had unlimited time.
Limited time.
Ooh, I like that in limited time. That's a good answer.
Okay, that was it. That was fun. I thought maybe that'd be a bust. It wasn't a bust. That was fun.
No,
All right.
that was good.
Oh man.
Just so you know, the diamond cutter, that's Diamond Dallas Page's finishing
Right.
move.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
these
the
are-
fact.
These
And see,
wrestling nerds know.
I was about to say, as Sam, you're with wrestling nerds. Like me and Pulse are both huge wrestling fans. Like I'm going to see the NWA on Saturday after the Fury fights, the company that's owned by Billy Corrigan.
Right.
They're doing their first they're doing a pay-per-view at a venue here in Cleveland. So I'm gonna be
Billy
going
Corgan.
to that.
Billy Corgan?
Yes, Smashing Pumpkins,
Really?
Billy Corgan. That's who you should get a hold of, Sam. I mean, they have Blake Bulletproof Troop from LFA on there. They could benefit from the Smiling Sam in the ring in the NWA.
It is my dream to be in the professional wrestling circuit to where I'm getting paid for it, as opposed to just doing it in the back, in a pool hall.
Yeah.
That's what got me into fighting. I was born to be a wrestler.
I think it would make a lot of sense. I mean, have you been talking about it with anybody?
Oh yes, yeah, I have been. I've had no takers just yet, but we're not done yet.
All right.
I'll look up some schools in Tennessee that you can go to where they'll just be like,
He doesn't
here's
need
the
a
basics,
school.
and there you are.
Yeah, I probably should learn how to do it.
You absolute dude. I would immediately get you booked up here because we have a regular up here is Tom Lawler, because Tom went to pro wrestling and he comes here all the time.
I love Filthy Tom. He and I are buddies. We traveled the world together. He and I did.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to get him on the show, so that I'm glad we got you first though, because then we can be like, Sam Alvey came on first. Well, I don't know about you, Tom.
He and I, we could be a tag team. We'll be the Ginger Mafia.
Yes,
This is like the most unappealing tag team of all time. I'm not gonna lie. Like this, no one's gonna want to touch them. Like,
it's the filthy it's the filthy ones. Oh wow. Who's your favorite wrestler growing up?
Chris Jericho.
Okay.
I still love Jericho.
do you listen to Fozzy?
No, I have because I like him, but
They're
I don't
garbage.
like. I'm not a heavy metal guy.
They're garbage.
They're not
I saw
that
them
good
live. May have been
yeah.
the worst band I've ever seen live.
Oh, but yeah, the Jericho was a great one. We all grew up in that Attitude Era, so it's perfect for like.
Yeah.
Oh, I do kind of miss those days. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, NWA, they are more attitudey now than WWE is.
AEW, you mean? Yeah, AEW kind of. Yeah, they're doing good, and they would sign you in a heartbeat. I mean, they had Hager for a while, but I don't really count his MMA career because of Bellator. But to have you on there, that'd be awesome. Make you TBS champion immediately.
Well, if you know a guy, I'll reach out.
I mean, not AEW, but I can definitely get you schools to get you started. And then once you're like, hey, I'm trained, you just be Sam Alvey and you're good to go. Yeah. Hit up Lawler, too, because Lawler will give you all kinds of advice, too, because he's one of the best going right now on the independent circuit, my friend.
I love Lawler. He's so much fun to watch.
He is. I was gonna ask you a question. Can't remember what it was. Darn it. I got all into like the wrestling feels. Darn it.
Well, I've got one. As far as the new main event of 295 is going to be Alex Pereira versus Jiri. Who do you like there?
I don't like Alex Pereira. I don't think he's nearly as good as everyone else does. He's an incomplete fighter and he's been exposed. He has no ground game. Yes. I don't care if he has a brown belt or a black belt. He has zero ground game. He would make me shoot on him. But I don't know if Yuri is going to shoot on him. Everybody should. Everybody should just take him down, and they will have it the easiest payday of their life. I don't know if Yuri will.
I don't know, man. Yuri's a fucking buzzsaw, man. I feel like he can beat him on the feet. Could be wrong.
It's possible. He's faster than Alex, and I'm leaning towards Yuri because he can always relax back into wrestling, maybe if he has to. But Yuri might be the only one in the division I would second guess.
And if you had to make an early prediction for your boy Sean Strickland versus Kamzat, who do you think takes that one?
Oh, Strickland wins that one.
Okay. Really? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for
it. Kamzat's kind of an easy fight to train for because you just have to defend the takedown. Takedowns are hard. You have to train real hard. And then don't forget about his overhand. But for the most part, you can just defend the takedown and he'll tire himself out. You spend 2 rounds just sprawling, you'll have the easiest 3, 4, and 5 in the game. And Sean has the best 3, 4, and 5 in him.
I like it.
I got a question about it's been a while. It's been over 10 years, I think. But since The Ultimate Fighter, when you were on The Ultimate Fighter, it was a while ago, right?
That's like 13 or 14 years now.
Yeah. But that season had one of the most iconic moments in you know what I'm talking about.
Let me bang, bro.
Yeah, he just fought my good friend Andrew. Julian Lane just fought him a couple weeks ago. But I wanted to ask about that. Like, did you realize when that was happening, like, dude, this guy's never going to live this down? I mean, he's used it, correctly, I think. But
no, everyone in the house knew, this is what the season's about. This might be what The Ultimate Fighter is about. When Michael Hale said, I do let you bang, bro. That was it.
What was that like going from, like amateur fighting to being on a reality show about mixed for the UFC? What was that whole experience like? Like living with the cameras 24/7?
So you kind of forget about the cameras. You just stop paying attention to them. They're just there. And it really wasn't hard to forget about them. But the upgrade in the way the promotion treated us, the upgrade from everywhere else I fought to the UFC, to the Ultimate Fighter, was just eye-opening. It was inspirational. So all of us immediately, I have to get back. The UFC is, I need to be here. And so I worked hard, and I made it back eventually.
Yes, you did.
Do you still get shit from your wife because she won a reality show?
Oh yeah. Oh, I'll never let it down. Never let it down.
That's why she runs the food truck.
That's why she's in charge of us. I just do what I'm told.
Oh man, man, what was I gonna say? Who would you say in your UFC career was probably your most difficult opponent to train for?
The fight didn't actually happen, but he got injured. I was supposed to fight. I ended up fighting Julian Marquez instead. Who was I supposed to fight? He's a good wrestler. He's a good wrestler. And I was. Anytime you have to train for a wrestler, it just sucks because wrestling is the hardest part of any sport. So that was a hard camp. And then he got injured, and I ended up fighting his teammate.
I'm trying to.
Hold on.
It wasn't Julian Marquez. It was. I ended up fighting Brendan Allen.
Zach Cummings.
No, Zach
No?
was the second guy I was supposed to fight.
Oh, he was the guy that you were scheduled to fight before Marquez.
It wasn't. Yeah, Zach was before Marquez. I was supposed to, when I fought Brendan Allen, there were two guys I was supposed to fight.
Phil Haas, or Ian Heinisch.
Heinisch. It might have been. It was the other. It wasn't Heinisch.
Haas.
Yeah, Hoff.
The popcorn hair, Phil Haas.
Yeah, popcorn.
Yeah.
What did you think about that when, like, during the fight, Phil Haas lost, like, good chunks of his hair? He looked like LeBron almost with, like, the patchiness from how he dyed that blonde hair of his. Do you remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
I can't remember what fight it is. I'll message you on IG what fight it is, but go back and watch that fight. You'll all of a sudden see Phil Haas missing chunks of his own hair after pulling out of a headlock.
Yeah, did he catch alopecia in the middle of this fight?
Yes.
Like, poor guy. Yeah, it was weird because it looked like those like rice cakes. His hair looked like rice cakes, and it looks like they're falling out in chunks.
Yeah, dude, they were puffy as shit. Who was your favorite person you ever fought in the UFC? Like the one fight where you look, Julian Marquardt or
Nate
Marquardt?
Marquardt.
Yeah, Nate Marquardt. That's fucking yeah. I could see that being.
Yeah, he was my coach on The Ultimate Fighter, one of my coaches on The Ultimate Fighter, and he was just he's just a good dude.
It was back in January 17.
Nice.
I have one more question. Is your beef with Brendan Schaub, is that settled?
I don't really have beef with him. I would love. I know he ran his mouth about me. I don't know, 12 years ago, or it wasn't that long. 7 years ago. I'm fine with it. You got to say what you got to say to make the ratings.
Exactly.
Have you seen his stand-up comedy, and are you a fan?
No, God. So my biggest YouTube videos ever was I watched Brendan Schaub's comedy and I just broke it down. Dude, it's the least funny man alive.
It's not.
Yeah, I watched that special and it wasn't good. Like,
Gringo Pot. You know he has 2 specials?
Mm-hmm.
He has a second
Neither
one.
of them are any good.
I saw the Showtime one. That was not good. I always feel bad for him because no one should do an hour special 3 years in a comedy. No one should.
Well, I was about to say Rogan should be at least like held accountable because he was the one that gave him the opportunities.
Showtime wanted him to do it. He had it in his contract or something. I don't know.
I'm sorry, guys. I got to break out and go to work. Sam,
all right,
nice to meet you.
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Oh no, our producer's leaving. We just have. I want like a couple more questions for you, and then we'll let you go. And we do, Sam. You have no idea how cool this is. So we appreciate you being here with us.
Oh, absolutely.
What's Sam Alvey drinking? What do you drink at all? I don't know if that's ever been asked, but what's your drink of choice?
Mio, the water supplement. Yeah. No, I don't drink. Yeah, I really don't drink.
Don't get me started on Mios.
I love them. They're great.
Favorite flavor?
What's that?
What's your favorite flavor?
Sweet tea.
The sweet tea is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie, son.
It tastes like sweet tea. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I'm not going to talk shit because I've drank a bunch of Crystal Light today. So I mean,
Why talk shit? Mio's better than Crystal Light.
yeah, but is it more expensive? Is it more expensive? Okay, I'm a poor boy. Okay,
This is true. We get it, Tim. We get it. But Sam and I, we live high on the hog. All right,
Sure you do. Ray, you're the brokest person I know. Anyway.
Oh, hold on, you're breaking up, Sam. Sorry. Breaking up.
I still hear you.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
All right, I'm sorry.
You just went through a dead zone. It's all good.
In the mountains.
Okay. No, I'm fairly flat. Sure, you guys didn't just walk through a dead zone?
But well, do we look like two guys who walk? Is a question that we pose to you. But no, yeah, Mios are. I love those. Those became an addiction for a while until I started doing like the energy drink ones, and I stayed up all night because I thought I was drinking regular ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I do the energy ones too. I usually go like Smart Choice, the off-brand, because whatever. I'll save that $1. They're all good. None of them are as good as the Mio sweet tea, but they're all right.
I like it.
Here's a question I like asking any fighter dad. So how many kids you have? You have several, right? You have a small gaggle.
Yeah, I've got number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I just number them now. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. We looked up the other day who has more kids, Sam Alvey or Kurt Warner? I think Kurt Warner has more, but some of them are adopted. So.
One of mine's adopted too.
Okay. Well,
okay.
That counts. So, as a fighter, would you be okay with your kids getting into that, or do you try to push them into martial arts?
Oh, they're all in martial arts, but I hope none of them fight. What a miserable career for them to have.
Yeah.
I am so tickled with every opportunity it's given me, but I have seen so many people not get to where I've gotten. Like in all modesty, I am one of the most successful fighters that's ever been. And I've still got to work the rest of my life. I still have to come up with something I can do for the rest of my next 60 years, 50 years.
What is that? Is there a day job? Are you coaching in the food truck?
I'm food trucking all up. I'm working real hard on my social media. I'm trying to be able to get a passive income with my YouTube and my TikToks and all that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, all your millions of fans that you tune in, they follow me on YouTube.
They already do.
They already do, Sam. They're the people that watch it right now they're MMA Holes fans, so they love you already.
Oh
so.
Yeah, I love the MMA Holes. They've done me nothing but good.
Yeah,
I'm pushing hard on my social media. I've got a couple big ideas I want to do with it, and if nothing else, I'm able to talk well, so I might as well try and find a way to monetize that.
Exactly.
Right. Have you ever done any color commentary work? I feel like you'd be good at that.
I've done it for for most of the last year with the B2 fighting series.
Oh, okay. Yeah, B2 is good.
The only problem is they're a publicly funded business, which is great most of the time, but the economy right now sucks, and so that they've postponed fights until we have a new president, until we have a new until we have someone who knows what they're doing with the economy.
Exactly, Sam.
I've heard a lot of good things about B2. We've had a lot of people on here that have fought for B2, and they like it a lot. Guys in my area will drive 6 hours to fight for B2. So
they're great. They put on shows 3 or 4 a month. They take care of their fighters. That they pay. Their pay isn't the highest, but they'll make sure you get a fight and they'll make sure it shows up, which is hard to do. It's hard to find people that do that, and they make fair fights. They don't favor managers.
Good.
Yes, and it's hard to find any organization. They might be the only organization that doesn't favor managers.
Yeah, and we have a friend of ours who's a fight manager named Gene Walker. He's one of the only guys really that he fights for his guys, but he's one of the only ones I've heard actually good things about a lot of times with fight managing and everything like that, man. So Yeah, it's rough when managers try and like take advantage of their fighters. I don't get it. I don't get it at
You
all.
handled all your stuff in house though, right? Like your wife just did a lot of your...
For most of my career, I have. I've had some help throughout the days and throughout the years, but for the most part, my entire UFC career has been pretty much my wife. Mark Pavlich helped get me in, and then my wife took the reins from there.
Love it.
Well,
Absolutely.
there's one less thing to worry about, right?
Yeah, as every fight fan, they complain about fighter pay, and they owe 50% to the government and 10% to their manager, and this is the coach. You just set it up. Once you're in the UFC, you don't need a manager anymore. You really don't.
Love it.
Any manager that tells you that you are needed, they're lying to you. You can handle it yourself, and as long as you're not a dick, that the UFC helps take care of you. And every organization is kind of like that. You might need help getting into the organization, but once you're there, they just run it themselves.
Yep. Tim, nothing. What?
No, I was going to say. No, I think mostly what they would do is, I mean, once you get into the UFC, sponsorships and stuff, I'm sure they'd help with that. But I mean,
maybe, but not really.
No?
They all say they're going to.
Right.
And then, I mean, the only ones that get sponsorship are the Conor McGregors, the Sean O'Malley's, the guys with a big following. They don't get a big following because of their management. They get a big following because of their skill, the way they talk, and all that.
Right. And maybe more in some other organizations. With the UFC, they won't let you put anything on your banner or have a banner or put anything on your shorts anymore. So that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sorry. I was in the UFC even before the Reebok and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so hard to get any money for it. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah. No. I can see that, especially with trying to find sponsorships on your own. Yeah.
We can let him go now anyway.
Hey, Sam. You're breaking up, Sam. Hold on. Yeah, you're like, I don't know what's going on, but we lost Sam.
We can let him go, I think.
Well, no, there we go.
Yeah, we wanted to get him to let him have the last word, but if it's not working, it's no big deal.
Go before we continue with the show, real quick, at Food Fight Truck. Check them out on the social medias at Sam's Food Truck, and we really appreciate the time that Sam had. If he comes back, cool. If not a big deal. We'll message him and be like, you cut out. We'll even show evidence. I don't want to be like, oh, they just dropped me. No,
he's aware of what's going on. It's no big deal.
So, but no, that was fucking awesome. Fucking Sam Alvey was on the show, kid.
I didn't hear words you just said because all I heard was.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes back. Wait, we're gonna let him come back on here real quick. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
All
right,
good,
man.
my man.
We were gonna let you go anyway. I just wanted to know if you had anything else you wanted to plug, all your socials and all that.
Yeah, I'm at Smiling Sam. It's written on the bottom of my screen right here. It's at Smiling Sam on everything.
I like it.
Help me out. Watch a YouTube video or two. I'm real close to being monetized with that.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, if y'all go watch a video or two, that I'm like 200 hours away from being monetized. I'm
Nice.
very excited.
Let's go. Get this guy 200 more hours. Get him 200 more hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a little party when that happens.
I like it.
Appreciate you guys having me on. I'd love to do it again. And if you meet up with Filthy Tom, tell him I say hi.
I will. Yeah, absolutely. All right, brother. Thank you again for being on. We appreciate it. Smiling Sam Alvey will be is now part of the Bro Clan, and we appreciate him being on. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate you, homie.
Thanks, man.
Hey, thank you, my friends. Hey, have a great night.
You too.
Brother.
Bye. Yeah, Smiling Sam. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. That was awesome. That was fun.
Yeah, it was great. I figured it would be. Again, still 100% for interviews. It's great. And
yes.
match game worked. We can keep that one in the.
Yeah, I think guest match game will be a regular thing. Tim, you just got to come up with it. Me and Pulse will do the answers. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I gotta start writing. I'm surprised. Like they were. I was hard to get 5, and I even I stole the diamond one from like a website. So, but yes, your microphone is still iffy. It's fine when you don't speak up, but you're excited, and
I know
you always are when you're excited to have somebody on, and you.
Well, yeah, because we
talk over. We should talk over them 0% of the time.
But we do. That's the thing.
It's mostly you. Mostly you. Not always you, but mostly the 99% you.
It happens. Whatever.
Get better at it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to buy a new laptop, homie.
What does that have to do with you talking over people?
Less drink. Well, no, I need to drink less. I need to follow Sam Alvey and not drink anymore.
But it's great. No, I'm on the Burt Kreischer plan. Like I'm gonna do whatever it takes so I can keep drinking. I don't drink every day, and the truth is, since we went to Thursdays, I've been drinking more because I've been drinking on Thursdays. And well, this is all the drink I have, and I'm almost done. So that's all I have for drink. Okay, so no big deal.
I bought Labatt today. All right.
Labatt.
Yeah.
Every time I drink beer, I wish I had. I wonder if there's any beer in it. No, there isn't because there isn't. No, the only alcohol in the house now is my alcohol. Which is good, but
do you have enough money to Uber eat some beer?
No, not worth it.
It's like $30.
Not worth it.
It's not.
Dude, I could go to the drive-thru and be back before you'd even know it. It'd be like 6 minutes maybe if there wasn't a line, but it's not worth it.
I like the fact that Sam Alvey is a wrestling fan. I will absolutely, next time I see Filthy Tom, be like, Sam Alvey says hi.
I think you assume he'd be a good wrestler. He's athletic and he's pretty charismatic. So I feel like that would probably work.
I think Filthy Tom would teach Sam a lot on how to really develop a character, because even Tom Lawler's character on the independent circuit is phenomenal. He'll come out sometimes to like a rainbow flag and like short jean shorts.
Sure.
And looking like a sexy cop. And you're just like, this is the Tom Lawler I love. Like, I fell in love with Tom Lawler in professional wrestling way more than I did in UFC. Like, when he came out to Like a Prayer and he did the whole Connor thing at 189, I was a fan. But then he became a pro wrestler, and I went, oh, the filthy one is the filthy one. Like, he's the best.
Man, I want to try their pizza now.
Yeah. Do you think they can send it to us like freeze dried or whatever if we paid for it?
They probably could, but it's only going to be a pain in the ass for them, honestly.
Well, I would pay the shipping and all that shit.
Like a pain in the ass. I feel like it'd be cheaper for us to drive to Tennessee.
Probably. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Like, where's your truck? I wanna eat your pizza.
Hey, next time I go to Nashville, I don't plan on it, but Nashville's pretty cool.
Do a Dave Portnoy and be like, This pizza is kind of weird. I don't like it that much.
Man, Portnoy is one of those guys that like love hate Portnoy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's mostly positive, but also this guy's a little shady. But I liked what he does for pizza places. I like what he's done. His business has done for small businesses. Because
even though there was that one fucking dumb broad from the New York Times that tried to fuck him over.
Well, he has been slightly, if not moderately, chauvinistic in his past, but I mean, it's like the good and the
misogenic.
bad.
You mean misogenic? Have you seen that thing with him in the New York Times broad?
Yeah, you told me about it, but I didn't see it.
Where he instead of misogynistic,
mm-hmm.
It was misogenic comments.
Misogenic, okay.
And even I like Dave Portnoy for all the reasons you just mentioned, like the supporting small business, doing all that kind of stuff.
There's also like his business is fucking cool. Like how cool to have that be your business. But I found have you heard of this word? I think I heard a new word the other day. Schadenfreude. Have you heard the word Schadenfreude?
Yeah.
Schadenfreude. The emotional experience of pleasure in the response of others' misfortune. That sounds like Ray Hyclack to a T. I'm like, that's something I try not to experience, and I don't really not often. I don't like people feeling bad, but I'm like you need that tattooed on your forehead.
Can I tell you something? I yesterday, while just smoked out of my head, went down a rabbit hole of people who are easily scared.
Okay.
Like, those videos where people are like
spiders.
Yeah, like they'll like fuck with somebody and they'll do like a T-Rex arm. It's like, yeah, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching those videos, Tim, had to be 2 hours. Like 2 hours went by and I realized, oh fuck, I've just been watching people hurt themselves being scared. I realize I get off on scaring the shit out of people.
It's fucked up. The last rabbit hole I got into is this girl. She's a hot girl who like talks about dudes need to be more masculine. And I'm watching this and I'm like, dude, she's a fucking plant by the religious right. I think she is.
No,
like, she doesn't talk about religion, but I'm like, dude, she's trying to push like traditional family structure, but she's doing it in this way where you don't think she has anything to do. I'm like, I no fucking no.
She was raised well.
No, she's fucking a plan for the religious right.
No,
her and Jordan Peterson fucking have meetings with fucking tinfoil hats on in a fucking bunker somewhere.
I don't know why you think I'm such a bad person. I don't understand it.
It's 100% what happens. I'm like, dude, this chick is a plant.
Maybe you just have this insecurity about yourself that you cannot understand.
Well, I understand most of my insecurities. I'm not aware of them.
I had a friend today. I was talking about because he's a big John. You know John. He was at UFC with us, but he likes that Ed Bassmaster guy or whatever the fuck. And I cannot with those kind of things. Like I go out of my way to not be a problem, but it just happens naturally.
I really do hate those like hidden camera. Hey, look, I'm gonna fucking bother someone and
put
it on camera. I hate that, dude. I hate that because I'm like, why are you ruining somebody's day? I hate anyone. I hate all those kind of pranks and shit. I fucking hate all of them because I'm like, why are you fucking bothering these nice people?
He doesn't like Mary Santora. That's a problem. Like,
that is a problem.
That is a huge problem. I love John.
It's one of those things where that's just incorrect. It's an opinion.
Yes.
That's incorrect, though. You're wrong.
Yeah, and you can't tell him otherwise, though. That's the problem.
That's weird.
He's probably watching this right now because
it's fine.
He was watching the Sam Alvey thing.
It's fine, sir. I respect you, but you're incorrect. Mary Santora's hilarious.
Thank you.
But I watched the Pete Holmes special today. Great. It's great. I fucking love Pete Holmes.
Which one was that?
Pete Holmes?
Yeah.
It just came out on Netflix.
Like his newest one?
Yeah, it's called I'm Not For Everyone, is what it's called.
That is he is a very self-aware man. Like
it's from his bits. One of his bits. And
he's not for everyone. Even me.
But no comic is, man. I think he's hilarious.
I don't know. Kyle Kinane's pretty much for everyone.
That's not true. No comics for everyone. But but his it's a bit where he's basically just saying like, you ever like have a weird interaction with someone, you come home and be like, I'm not for everyone.
No. every day.
I'm gonna say you do every day.
Every day. I wake up saying that. That's my mantra.
Not for everyone.
Yes.
Another bit I thought was really funny is talking about how like there'd be people like catatonic old people in rest homes, but like they finally get them kind of out of it by playing like an old song they know or something, right? And they'd be like, finally, they have a reaction and they smile for the first time in months. He's like, what's it going to be when I'm that age? They're going to roll in a Gen 1 iPod. And you're just going to see me. They're playing it, see me go, somebody.
That's funny. That's
like
funny.
some old guy in the room next to me dancing by himself, like, cut my life into pieces. I'm like, that's going to be probably true.
I have said this and gone on the record, I believe. The day I hear Wait and Bleed on 98.5 WNCX, I'm buying a Glock, putting it in my mouth, and ending it because it's over.
You probably make that happen, actually. We can make a call.
Wow. Thanks, Tim. Thank
Maybe.
you.
But I'm just saying, I'm saying if it's that easy to trigger you, then if you'd like.
No, it's just because like Slipknot came out with that first album, that self-titled album, even though Made, Raid, Kill, Repeat, or whatever the fuck came out before that. That first album, I was in sixth grade.
Right, I don't hear Slipknot on the radio anywhere, so I think you're fine.
I know. Well, no, if you listen to MMS, they'll play Slipknot.
Well, okay, but none of the dude. My brother and I were talking about the local rock station here, Rock 106.9. They're playing the same shit they're playing now. AC/DC, Pink Floyd, and it's not supposed to be a classic rock station. Every once in a while they used to play some new shit, but they don't do it very often. They're like one or two bands will play a new song, but not. They'll play new Metallica.
Oh yeah, they will.
And I don't know if they play the new Stained. I don't hear Disturbed. They play some Disturbed, but not often, man. And they've never.
MMS
every once in a while, they used to play 10 years. They haven't played 10 years in a long time.
MMS is pretty much the new stuff. I mean,
that's better. Yeah, I'm saying I don't really get that. I don't. In our area, we don't have any rock station that plays new rock in our area. We never have. It was just growing up. Never have. Nothing. None of the ones ONE. None of the ones by us have played new rock. Not much.
Here's the thing.
Very
I know.
little.
I know we're talking about local radio stations.
Yeah, don't change the subject on me.
No, I'm not. I gotta say, besides MMS, because I'm biased, it's my, always been my radio station. A good friend of ours, two good friends of ours are on one of the highly rated, talk shows in the city. ONE is probably my second favorite radio station in the state. I love their playlists. They're perfect for classic rock. They're just amazeballs. Shout out to Amanda, who's on their morning show. By the way,
favorite radio station is the local one, which I think about all the time volunteering because I'm thinking it's like a teaching station and it's publicly funded, so they'll let you go in there. They'll teach you how to do radio.
Yeah.
How to run shit. And I think about it all the time. And I want to see if they'll give me a weekly rock show, because the programming is just by the DJs or the people that program. It's not by anything else. So,
Tim,
and it's what?
Tim, Bro Plot to take over. Give us a week to come up with a
whole week,
2-hour, part music, part talk, classic rock show on WONE.
I don't want a classic. No, I want a 21st century rock show.
No, bitch. We got to have some classic rock. It's WONE. That would actually probably
I'm not talking
be
about
our,
I'm talking about WDMP 102.3. It has a radius of about 8 miles, but I listen to it every day.
We'd be the number one rated show on that whole fucking thing. I guarantee you.
But they do rock from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sorry, 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on the weekdays. And it's usually just one guy, and it's usually old stuff, but every once in a while he'll throw something. I heard Bowling for Soup on there recently. He put some Fozzy on every once in a while.
I still want to do the thing.
The guy told you that this guy is clearly a wrestling fan because I heard Fozzy and Real American and back to back. I'm like, this is.
Yeah, if you're playing Real American
Collective
on
Soul,
the
the
radio.
guy plays a lot of Collective Soul, but it's usually a lot of old shit. But I'm like, dude, I would love I've asked, can I have an hour or maybe a couple hours a week, so I can play this. I'll make it the 21st century rock show. It's going to be 2000 to today. That's it. Just new shit.
That's why I wish you got more disability, because so you could have the gas to come up here, and I would buy like a 2-hour time slot on the one station that Thomas works at night live, and we simulcast it on StreamYard and all that kind of stuff, but we do it from the studio.
We can still do that. We do it once.
Well, no, I would do it monthly. Like, have you come up, if you could afford the gas, I would do it monthly. Be like, here's $300.
I could afford.
Let's get that. That's what I'm saying. That your donation link down below. No. Let's get Tim up here so we can do a show on the real
to drive
radio.
Up there and back once a month. I can do that. It's not that much gas. That's not. You forget I get 50 miles to the gallon on the highway.
Buy us airtime on local radio.
Right, that's like 4 gallons of gas for me. Call it
Still,
5.
like if I would love.
Let's call it $20.
To put up like $150 a month each. 200, you do 100. I don't care. But to do a 2-hour radio show from an actual radio station, and we're like broadcasting out to a county, it would be hilarious, because I think we would dominate for that fucking short amount of time.
I don't know.
You hear what INT put on? These two lunatics?
Oh, dude, how do we get... I want to do a live show for the Cleveland Comedy Festival. How come we can't do that?
You ask Sheer. I don't know how he feels about me.
Why do people hate you?
I don't think Jeremy hates me. But if I asked him, or somebody, I'd get a runaround. I feel like you would be the person to.
That's what I got with Paw, but that's fine. It's not a big deal.
Whatever. I still love everybody in this scene. I'm not like if you have a problem with me, whatever. I'll treat you like a friend.
I don't hate anybody. Yeah. Anyway, but
we do the same thing, everyone.
We all suck. Anyway,
this is true. Except for Logan Rashaw, who I will be with in Canton on the 29th, if anybody watches in Canton of November.
I might come up to that. What is it?
Saturday?
Is that Desert Inn? What is it?
I don't know. I just got asked to do it, and I'm like, hey man, I need a ride. Can you put this person on? That's basically how I'm getting to shows a lot of times. Besides Uber,
some people are finally building up some stuff in Canton, which is, dude, for 10 years ago, I was the only one doing shit in Canton, and then I moved down here and stopped doing shit in Canton. But finally, people are doing stuff in Canton again, which is good, because that's the place that should have a lot of comedy going on. And all these people have no idea that I used to be the guy. It doesn't matter, because I used to be. It doesn't matter now. I'm just making fun of myself. You know who I am?
It'd be funny if you went to what used to be Buzzbin and we're like, I hosted this.
I did 55 shows. Yeah.
And I crushed every one of them, and then crushed puss afterwards.
I mean, kind of. What was I going to say?
I was in a monogamous relationship.
Not the whole time.
God. What?
Not the whole time.
Okay, I like it.
What was I gonna say? I forget. Oh, Canton. No, yeah. Figure out where it is. I'm gonna come up depending on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be around. I'm not sure. I might go to Pennsylvania. Well, a lot of my family's gonna be around, like in Pennsylvania. Even the ones that don't live there. My uncle's coming up, so I'm thinking about going out there. But I don't know where I'm gonna stay. I don't want to stay with my dad.
You know, the one show I'm kind of dreading right now. There's only really, I only have one other show booked basically for the rest of the year.
One thing I have booked is fucking hosting with Bill Bendon and Christmas and Christmas. That's all I have. And the show with Mary here.
I'm doing Thanksgiving Eve at a bar literally down the road from my house,
dude.
It's gonna go two ways. Either I'm gonna turn everybody around, or the talking is gonna get louder.
I did those twice because, and I put them on because I knew that people I went to school with would come see me, and I would gladly take their money. I did one that was it was like our 10-year anniversary, our 10-year reunion, and I did a show that weekend on purpose. Because I'm like, I don't want them to see me necessarily, but I want their money. So I did that. And then I did another one in 2019, and that went pretty well too. So that's a good time to do it.
I think I had for my 10-year. Yeah, for my 10-year reunion, it's kind of funny. He 2 milestone or I went to or skipped 2 events that I was invited to perform with this guy, Jim Florentine. I was working with Florentine the night of my 10-year reunion. I didn't go. I'm like, no, I'm going to go do comedy instead of seeing all you fucks.
Yeah, I didn't go either. I just, but I had that thing when I knew people were going to be in town.
That's different. I mean, you live in a small town where everybody still kind of lives, not a lot, but you got a lot of people still that are townies, and you can absolutely take their fucking money, homie. Like, I'm not.
Well, the
hating
people
your
whose
hustle.
money I took were people who didn't live there, you know, who were just in town for that weekend or whatever. Plus, it was Thanksgiving weekend, so
I might. For 24, because it'll be 17 years now that I'm out of high school. I might go to the homecoming game. Might even do it for the 20th, actually, if I live that long.
I will go to any of that shit Alan goes to. If Alan will go, I'll go. And hopefully he's going to live closer soon.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was such like a county boy where like I kind of stretched my tentacles everywhere that like, at this point, like high school is so far back for me. I don't really care.
There's so many people in your class, dude. Probably no one remembers anybody.
No, it's been proven. The only thing I do still is the what do you call it? High school alumni hockey game, which Tim, 2 months away from it happening, right?
You gonna play?
Yeah, I'm gonna play. Fuck yeah.
You're too old. Don't play.
No, I'll fucking play. I'm 34. It's not like I'm fucking 40. I
wish they had like an alumni tennis thing. I'll just show up. I haven't played in like 20 years.
Just start stretching. Like, you guys do this anymore?
Dude, I got a cramp trying to stretch today. Like I hurt myself attempting to.
Tim.
Hurt myself attempting to stretch a different muscle.
How much water do you drink?
Not nearly enough.
Yeah, you need to start at least drinking water daily.
Did I tell you that my water's fine? Like we looked it up, and it has a good score. Like,
again, go get another opinion because I don't trust this fucking witch doctor you go to. Like, I feel like it's in a tent somewhere.
I'm talking about the doctor. I'm talking about like the people who test water, right? Local water gets tested a lot.
Oh no,
right?
I'm not saying the validity of your filtration system or whatever. I want you to just drink more water.
No. I was saying that because we're talking about that with Pat, and he's like, "Oh, that area, rural areas, sometimes have the worst water, but my water's fine."
Yeah. Although the standards of the United States government's a little, and
well, that's true.
So
Pat would tell me to buy Aquafina or some shit. I don't know. His own Pat Miletich brand bottle of water.
I want to do a Tim Free Sam episode where we just talk about Republican stuff. Just the Tim Free episode.
You look at me, but it's just me with no microphone. I'm mute, and I just sit there, and I'm just like, you see me doing this the whole time? Like,
I would love that. That would be it. Would be like what was that show again? On ESPN where you press the button and
around the horn.
Yeah, around the horn. It would just be around the horn with Tim Danko. And every once in a while, it'll be like, let's see what Tim is saying. You can't. We need universal health care for everybody. Everybody
do.
deserves universal health care. It's something. And then all of a sudden we just black them back. That would be amazing.
No, as I probably wouldn't.
Chad
make it. I
explodes.
wouldn't make it through the whole thing. To be honest with you,
Oh, that's funny.
just blood on my camera. Like, what happened? You notice I'm wearing a Band-Aid today.
No.
Mm.
Mhm.
No, this is it's pretty. You won't make that sound when I tell you what happened because it's pretty dumb. Like I fidget with things. It's ADD, the Tourette's, OCD, all those things together. I'm a fidgeter. So like if I have anything in my hand when I'm watching TV, I fuck with it, whatever it is.
Yeah. I'm
And
the same way.
I have my nail clippers next to the couch so I don't forget to clip my nails. And I just like had them in my hand like this, and I just like they fell, and I kind of squeezed them at the same time, and it just caught my finger. Which weird is there's only one cut.
Well, the other one the one dug into you and the other one didn't.
Yeah, I guess. But I
It's
just
a logical answer. And I know you're liberal and completely devoid of logic, but that,
get out
whatever.
of here, man. If you don't vote yes on 1 and 2, I'm not talking to you anymore.
I'm for reproductive rights, but I don't think it should be a goddamn, punch card.
It's not a punch card.
A lot of women use it as a punch card, dude. 7th one's free. Like there are women that do that.
Oh, right. That's their
It's
right.
a minority.
That's their right, though.
I understand, but like the physical damage is more than
Their body, right? It's not yours.
Get your fucking tubes tied then. Do that.
Their body, not yours.
Tubes tied.
Their body, not yours.
I'm not, and again, I'm 12 weeks. I'm just going to throw out a number. 12 weeks. What are we doing after 12 weeks?
The crazy thing is just the extremes of it, right? Like it's just there's no the current laws in Ohio. There's no exceptions for anything. So that's a fucking ridiculous. That's ridiculous. No exceptions for rape or anything like that. It's fucking ridiculous. Even if it's harming the mother, you have to go somewhere else to get it done. So I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. So
that's a little fucked. I will say,
if the current laws weren't so ridiculous, then maybe it wouldn't pass. And they expect it to pass, don't they?
I don't know, dude.
I think
I see a lot. I see a lot of ads for it.
Not by a lot. Because my favorite ads are like, "I'm a pastor, but you should vote for number 1 for issue 1."
Oh, yeah, I've seen a few of those. That Plechnik one. Dude, we've played that ad on this show, and ever since I played it, I see nothing but it. Like it's every 4th commercial. I'm going to send the fake news after him. Like, what are you doing?
I think I would probably win.
No, it's kind of funny. I told my mom about it before she left. And she was like, I'm like, he's Republican, right? Well, he's fighting fake news. Like, it's the most adorable.
And wokeness. I love that.
I love, how much do you think those budgets are? Like maybe 20 grand? Enough to at least buy like bulletproof vests and shit.
Dude, I can make that for free. You kidding me?
Yeah, it can be made on an iPad for sure.
I mean, yeah, dude, there's not a whole lot going on there. That's why I'm excited for my run for city council, because my ads are going to be the best.
Do you really want to run it with like?
Yes.
Do we have to scrub the episodes?
No. I don't expect to win.
Tim Danko thinks Mexicans are lazy. Brown recluse, a lazy Mexican.
I didn't say it like that. No, I said no. I said
it would be taken that way.
Person who didn't leave their house. That's what a recluse is. Recluse is someone who doesn't leave their house. A recluse, not lazy, doesn't leave their house. Recluse. 2 different things, completely different.
Whatever, but as soon as like,
right, I'd win if that would got out like that. Are you kidding me?
It's sad knowing where you live for as long as I have without knowing you for as long as I have. it absolutely would slay. Like, it would slay in that fucking county.
No, you know what my
The
signs
Amish
are
would
going to
vote
say?
for you.
Vote for Tim Danko. Vote for freedom. It's a vote for freedom. That's what it's going to say. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to win until it says Democrat next to my name in the. That's a guaranteed not win.
No, you know what you should do? You should
I'm running
walk
as a
up to.
Republican.
You should walk up to the podium wearing a Republican like T-shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and then just Hulk Hogan rip it off and reveal a Democrat logo on your chest.
It's a donkey.
Yes. This is who I really am. And then just unleash every
I
fucking.
guarantee, right?
policy.
I'm not going to run as a Democrat. I'd run as an independent or a Republican.
Why
Independent,
though?
Probably. I think
You're more of a
Republican
Democrat than you
seems
are
more-
anything else.
I'm going to run as an independent.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think a Democrat. I have to call myself a Democrat.
Can you talk like
I am.
RFK Jr.? Dude,
That is like the worst thing going for that guy is that he can't speak without it sounding like he's in
do
pain.
you want to know one of the most triggering sounds I've ever heard is his voice? Like, I think he has a lot of good ideas. I've heard him on podcasts. There's some stuff that he articulates well. But that voice,
Yeah, it sounds painful.
because politics is 90% wrestling now. So
Fortunately.
it's about how you present yourself or how you put yourself off. And even though I like RFK, but to hear him do his inauguration speech, I'd have to watch the highlights. Like, you'd have to cut it up to make it digestible. And it's nothing against him, except whatever. I can't remember what happened to him. There was something really fucked
Something
up.
happened to his vocal cords?
Yeah, I think. I think there was some kind of. Hold on. I'll look it up here.
I got to make sure that I don't miss another election for city council. So I definitely want to do it, and I definitely mainly because I want to make ads, and I want my ads to contradict each other. I want
One
one
guy
where
that can help you do it.
I'm wearing one where I'm just wearing like a white beater and like short gym shorts, jean shorts, and another one where I'm wearing a American flag suit. Very confused, and a cowboy hat.
Sadly, this sounds too much like dysphoria. But I guess RFK Jr. has spasmodic dysphonia. DYSPHONIA.
I don't know where my phone is.
Dysphonia gone. As the only organized dedicated to finding answers for voice conditions, we hope there's no details. Hold on. I'm gonna. There we are. Where the fuck? Yep. Oh, I'll take it. Copy. God damn it! What? Why didn't it do?
Fucking. This makes sense. When no one's in the
Plain
chat,
raspy voice.
nothing.
Nothing a neurological disorder in his noting it's a neurological disorder.
I know how those
Damn.
go.
It causes muscles that generate a person's voice to go in periods of spasms. That's got to be hell, dude. I'm sorry.
Oh, of course.
Like,
Christopher's playing Spider-Man 2 over on Gummy Gang.
he is, and I actually enjoyed. I think it was Wednesdays. Gummy Gang when he played Spider-Man. I think it was Wednesday. All right, buddy. We love each and every single one of you. I apologize for any kind of audio disturbances that may occur during this show. Apparently, Tim says that I'm too loud. But if that blew your speakers out, apologize. We a Burbo Plata. And we thank you guys. We had Smiling Sam on. Smiling fucking Sam Alvey, kid. I want him back on. And I'm very happy to have that. Praise be to the 1G Pulse for being that way and getting us our first, most recent UFC fighter that we've had on the show. And I love Smiling Sam Alvey. I think he's had some of the best fights in the UFC. And for him to take the time to do that, make sure to go to where's the notes? Where'd my notes go? Why? You hear that? It's my alcoholism. Food Fight Truck is the app that you got to put in for that one. As my thing falls. Lean in, baby. Waiting for Tim to come back so I can then do my own pee break. There you are. There I am. Tim. It was a dark and stormy night. Tim Danko sat alone in his basement. But what was in his basement, he could never dream. And that was
This dick.
a mouse on his shoulder.
If there's a mouse on my shoulder, you see me freak the fuck out.
I know. That's what I wanted you. It's kind of what I wanted you to do, but apparently it didn't work. I'm gonna go take a leak as well. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, sorry, I'm texting someone. Sorry, texting someone. Got an easy pass in the mail today. I thought maybe I need it because my buddy was moving somewhere where like I'd have to go on a turnpike, but now he's not, so it's okay. I have one just in case I ever need it. Who knows? Sorry, texting someone. All right. Now I went for my buddy to move up this way. He lives in Columbus. He's going to move closer to Cleveland, which will be closer to me. So, Ryan, what's up, buddy? Now T Joints isn't here, man. He's probably watching Gummy Gang, which nothing wrong with that. You missed Sam Alvey. He was here earlier. He did come. He did show up today. That was fun. Sorry, texting. Sorry. The gym. How was the gym today? Did your gym have like the real Stairmaster, like the treadmill one that's like treadmill stairs that like go like this, or do you just have the one that's like two platforms where your feet and you just move them up and down? For whatever reason, like when I started working out a while ago and like I didn't really know what to do, I kind of gravitated towards Stairmasters. I don't really know why. I think I just kind of like them. But the last gym I went to had one of those, and however, right now I can't even do my own stairs, so Stairmaster would literally kill me. Hi, Alan. How are you? It's dead air right now. Ray's coming back. He's taking a leak. Leg day is not going to be able to walk tomorrow. What? I guess not everyone has these naturally super muscly legs like I do, right? So you guys got to do the leg shit. I don't know. even when I work out, I'm never really care much about really muscle gaining. I just want to not be fat, or don't like be less fat and not die. Mainly, it's just not die. Alan's doing not good. I'm sorry, Alan. I apologize. Why? Because what we were just talking about, the house thing, it'll be fine. I mean, listen, you got yourself into this situation. No one else did. You know, you can't. You do have big old sausage legs. That's true. Man legs. These are man legs. Alan has little chicken legs. I have man legs. Planet Fitness. Ryan, I'm not allowed to go to Planet Fitness anymore because I've owed them money for like a decade. So, yes, Alan says yes. So he's having a problem with his house. He's the guy I was just talking about that I got an easy pass to go to his house. And now I might not need the easy pass, but I have an easy pass now. Ryan kills. My legs are massive naturally too. John Jones would kill for my calves. Same here. I have like genetically giant calves. Yeah, and it's funny to see dudes jacked up top and they can't do anything with their legs. They try, but calves are like impossible to like make bigger. They really are. You see a lot of bodybuilders with tiny calves. They get implants, which is kind of hilarious. So Alan's having house problems. Not going to get into detail. Everything's fine. It's fine. He's trying to move. He found a house, but he didn't find a house. So he doesn't want that house, which is, listen, it was a nice house. It was in a good spot. I was looking forward to going to that golf club you had to be a member of and ruining it like Rodney Dangerfield and Caddyshack. I was really looking forward to that. I wanted to get myself one of those Rodney Dangerfield jackets like Caddyshack. But I think East Side's better for you, man. I just think it won't be as fancy, man, but you can get a lot of good house over there, and the school districts are all good. And you could be like 25 minutes to half an hour from Cleveland downtown, and you'd be closer to your brother and closer to your in-laws and really close to your brother-in-law and closer to me. So that's better. Listen, I would obviously make that trip hour 35 to Avon, but you go to like a Twinsburg or a Solon or a Mayfield or anything like that. That'd be good. But yeah, yes, we had Sam Alvey on earlier. Go back and watch that sometime. That's good. That was good. There's a fly. I got it, I think. Alan said hi.
Hi, Alan. Miss you, buddy. Can't wait for you to be up in the general vicinity.
Move the Willowick. Move next to Ray.
Yeah. Well, no, there's no houses on our street right now that are for sale. Otherwise, I would.
You could buy that whole block, I think, for what? All those houses.
No, there's some good houses up here. Ours
your street, they all look the same.
Hi, Alan. Yay, miss you, buddy.
On your street and across the street from you, all the houses on that side of the street are identical. And it's
yeah, it's like
they're identical.
You remember the show Weeds?
Nope.
On Showtime?
I'm aware of it, but I never watched it.
The theme song was Tiny Boxes.
Okay. The
same year Tiny Boxes was made is the same year my fucking house was built. It was like 61, 62. Yeah, this whole area used to be like just a vacation spot for rich weirdos.
Alan, you still should probably move to New Philly, though. There's plenty of good houses here. Be real close to your
just
parents.
Don't want to drive. Shut your mouth.
I think we'd have a falling out if we lived in the same town.
Yeah,
we've never lived. The closest we've ever been to each other is when he lived in Kent. It's never been less than an hour.
Like car drives would be perfect for both of you. I guarantee it.
Since high school, he hasn't lived closer than an hour from me. So.
Yeah, keep it special. Keep it like a high level pro wrestler. You keep them special.
I'm only
big
allowed
events.
over like a couple times a year anyway. I don't know what the actual count is. I don't think Alan will tell me, but there's probably an actual number of times I'm allowed to be.
He wants it to be more, I would assume, but
not just up to him though. He's not the boss. You know how that goes, and that's fine. That's a normal American relationship.
Nope. The man has to tell the woman.
All right, Jordan
know
Peterson.
this.
Calm down, Jordan Peterson.
The man has to tell the woman what to do. It's how
doesn't
you
work that
do
way.
it. God damn
It
it!
doesn't work that way. She's the boss, and
I wish I could do an Andrew Tate voice.
my
That's
brother, my sister-in-law asked. She's like, "Does his wife like you?" I'm like, "Man, I hope so." I mean,
Hi Ryan, good to see you, buddy.
I think the answer is yes, but it's because Alan likes me. So but that's.
Oh,
luckily.
real quick, this is just a side note. Ryan, we need to get together for Fortnite season 4, chapter 5. They're bringing back like season 1 and season X map points. Like, what the fuck? I think Tilted Towers is one of them, so that'll be fun. But we need to do a duo. Liz,
let's ask the lucky she doesn't get a choice. That's the thing. But listen, I could very much ruin that. And I honestly, I love Liz. This is great. She really. I'm not.
By the way,
100% true. She is great, but I do worry about making her mad. Like every time I'm just afraid. I'm like, don't piss her off. Don't piss her off.
That's a friend. That's a friend response. It's
no, she's great. I don't think I ever actually pissed her, not on purpose at least, pissed her off. But
I always say, girlfriends have to put up with me. That's all. Like for my male friends, they just have to put up with me, and I like them.
I like my friends' wives. Like a lot of them had girlfriends over the years. I'm like, this chick is crazy. But their wives are all solid. I can say that with a straight face because it's true.
I've had we mentioned him earlier in the show, John.
Mm-hmm.
The girl that we went to UFC 210
Ginger
was
girl?
not the same girl that went to UFC Columbus.
Okay.
The one at UFC Columbus, Casey, wonderful girl. I like her. She's super sweet, super caring, super nice. I'm going to take care of a mouse problem for her on fucking Sunday. The chick that went to UFC 210 can eat every butthole she saw in that arena that night. Like, she is a piece of garbage.
Yeah, my friends have had a handful of those in the past, but most of them are married now, and it's fine.
Poor guys, man. Ooh, remind me of something off air.
No.
Just remind me of it once we get, press the end stream, okay?
You can talk shit about Alan when he's here. It's fun.
No, it's not about Alan. It's about an ex.
No.
Just remind me of it because it's kind of funny.
I won't remember.
But no, yeah, you get those. I've had some fucking guys who've had girlfriends.
Yes, Ryan, he was here this time. Sam was here. He just got done food trucking.
Yes. Oh my
food
god.
Fight Truck, deep dish pizza.
At Food Fight Truck on Instagram and the Facebooks. Go check them out. We will pimp that. I want them to. Do you think if they gave us $1, they can be our first official sponsor? The name of this studio could be the Food Fight Truck Studio for $1.
He's trying to make money for his 46 kids. All right, so
but $1 for eternity. It will be the Food Fight Truck Studio. I think that would be good.
Pass.
For Sam Alvey?
Pass.
Wow, Scrooge McDuck over here expecting a lot.
Pass. As far as the no stand was fine, he did not wreck. That would have been bad if he got a wreck while he was talking to us.
That was a legit fear I did have.
But what do you have, a Pathfinder? Is that what it was?
No, not a Tacoma, but it's something. Traverse?
No, that's Toyota. He had a Nissan. Pathfinder's
Trailblazer?
Nissan. That's not. No, that's Chevy. Pathfinder's Nissan.
Yeah, I think that's what he has.
Yeah. But yeah, he was definitely here.
Yeah, which was awesome. Again,
I found an article somewhere that said the best ramen place in Ohio is in Columbus, and I asked Alan if this was true, and he had never had it, which He's my go-to food guy. So I was disappointed that he had not had it.
Well, no, that's when you then tell him he has it, and then you're like, oh, and you bond over the good ramen.
Well, it's in Columbus. I'm not going down there. I just assumed I've had very good ramen in Columbus where Alan has told me to go. Right. Last time I was there watching his dogs. I went to a place. Actually, we went to it before. I've been there twice. They have robots. It's very good. But I can't believe that place would be that much better than the robot place, because the robot place is really good.
Mm. I don't really eat top ramen that often.
I love ramen. Finally, there's a place in Canton, and I haven't been there yet. They just opened, so next time I go up there, I have to hit it up.
I've been eating way too much of fucking Sheets, dude.
You eat like a 9-year-old, dude. I bet you have a fridge full of frozen corn dogs.
No, well, I mean, who
And
doesn't love a
Lunchables.
good corn dog, dude?
I had frozen corn dogs yesterday for the first time in years, and just disappointing, really.
Dono link down below, by the way. Dono link down below. If you want to see a refrigerator full, I can probably fill my refrigerator on like $100 worth of Lunchables. They're like what, $1.99?
Oh, Lunchables are garbage, man.
They are, but I would still fill the
You know
refrigerator
how
with
many
it.
Lunchables I'd have to eat to be full? If I was really hungry, like a 10 at least.
Yeah.
I'm like a lot.
But no, that would be kind of funny. Just the visual.
Yes,
of
the
like
soup
100...
segment of the show. Dude, we've been talking about that, dude. I had good soup yesterday. I had Dagwood's yesterday. They had broccoli cheese soup. I had 2 bowls of it. It was very good. I got like $9 worth of soup. It was very good. Then I got a sandwich, so I dipped the sandwich in the soup. This is a pro soup show, everyone. Very pro soup.
Very pro soup. I did though the other day deny going to Panera, even though Panera has decent soup.
They do decent soup.
I denied it for what did I get? Oh, this local Italian joint called Papa Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
If you come up here for like if for some reason I get my own place, we will do a live stream from that place, and we will get Papa Joe's and eat it on air. And I want you to eat the decency that is Papa Joe's, because it's a great Italian place for
Chris
weddings.
Harvey did a food review of a place in Akron today, a deli. I forget the name of it, but he had a Reuben, and the Reuben looked fantastic, and I love me a good Reuben. So next time I'm in Akron, I'll have to hit that place up. It looked pretty damn good. I love me a Reuben. Reuben, one of my favorite sandwiches, really. I most places I go to, if there's a Reuben on the menu, I'll give it a go. There's a handful of places. Actually, there's like 4 places next to each other in downtown New Philly that have Reubens, and I've had all but one of them, but I think the one I haven't had is the one that is probably the best, because I don't think those other ones are that good. So I kind of would love to do a New Philly Reuben test from the 4 places that are like in the square in New Philly. But that's like $40 or $50 worth of Reubens. So
yeah,
there's Mustards. This is the one I haven't had. There's Rockneys, not Rockneys. No, what's it called? Gavin's. It's called Gavin's, and then the Brew House and J&G. There's 4. I think there's another place in so at least 4, and they're all like right by each other. So there's no way. I've had J&G's a lot, and actually, I already know Brew House is not as good as J&G's, and J&G's isn't really that good. So I don't even know if I'd bother with Brew Houses. But J&G, and I haven't had Gavin's.
Does
or
BJ's
Buster's.
have it?
Hmm.
Does BJ's have a Reuben?
BJ's.
Yeah, BJ's Ale House.
Where's that?
Have you never been to a BJ's before?
No.
It's orgasmic. Like I'm being serious. It's really good fucking food.
Never heard of it. There's a pretty good one in Bolivar. I've had that before. I forget. Crockers, not Crockers. Crockers has one too. That's in Dover. Vaughn's.
Oh.
Vaughn's.
Okay.
And I know the guy who owns Vaughn's. Well, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I used to come to the Busman shows back in the day. But that's decent. Anyway, Reuben's. And I feel like I haven't had the best Reuben. And this is like a corned beef state. You know, I feel like I haven't had the best Reuben. And I really do love a good Reuben.
I do love Simon's though.
Didn't that one close?
No, it's open.
Are you sure? I thought that was one that closed down.
No, their OG location is still.
Could have swore that was the one that closed down. Like during the pandemic or like right after, like in 21 or something.
No, dog.
Still there?
Open 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, Slimans is still a thing. They've tried to do like franchising
Right.
and all that kind of stuff.
What's the one like that's been there forever that closed down like a year ago, 2 years ago?
Winking Lizard?
No.
Because that did close down during the pandemic.
The one in town, the one in the city?
Yeah.
What's there now? I mean, that's a good spot.
Nothing.
Is that empty? Really?
Yeah, it's over by the Clevelander. Yeah, the Winking
Yeah, I know where
Lizard
it is.
closed. Yeah.
But it's empty?
Yeah, it's empty.
That's such a good spot.
I know.
The expensive spot, but still. I mean, that's a spot, dude. I mean, you have to be able to afford it. But that's like the best. That'd be a perfect spot.
I might have, because there's one like in my county. I might have to go to the Lizard soon because I do miss their fucking wings.
There's one in Canton on Fulton Road. I don't know if it's still there or not. That was the first one I ever went to when I was young, and I don't know if it's still there or not. But yeah, it's on Fulton Road in Canton, but it's like an old building but
closes in a little under 2 hours.
What?
The Winking Lizard in Canal Fulton.
Oh, okay.
Closes at 10, or kitchen closes at 10. They close at 10:30 for like last call.
So it's still there. It's still there.
Yeah.
It's been there a long time. Yeah, that's like an old building too. That's not like a fancy one. Man, I've been to a Lincoln Lizard in like 20 years. Well, you know what? It's probably the last time I've been to one. It's probably that one in Cleveland, but I couldn't tell you when I've been there.
If you've never been, if you ever come to Cleveland or Northeast Ohio for anything, surgeries, anything like that,
good place to come for surgeries. It is. Actually.
Go to the Winking Lizard at least once. Like, do what you got to do.
Though.
It's
solid,
wings,
but it's not.
Though.
There's a lot of places with great wings, dude.
Something about that barbecue sauce, bro. It just,
I'm not a big wing guy, honestly. Dude, the best wings I've ever had were out of a food truck.
Give me that barbecue sauce, son.
Yeah, Winking Wizard is okay. But wing, I'm not much of a wing guy. I went to Duff's in Buffalo once. It's supposed to be like a famous place for wings, right? Like that. Went there one time, but I was so out of my mind high, I don't remember it. I don't remember how they tasted. I mean, I probably thought they were the greatest thing ever, but also I knew I was under the influence, so I don't.
Yeah,
I was like, that was one of the highest I've ever been. Highest I've ever been, like, in being able to function still. Like, there's been times where I wouldn't have been able to get out of the car, but no, I was able to get out of the car and. Yeah, that was the day we went. I forget how much we got. We got a lot, and we drove to Niagara Falls and back like straight, and we were just baked the whole time. There's 4 of us.
There's been a few times where I've been like what I call vibrating high, where like my whole body just I can feel that I'm not in my own skin at that point. And first one ever was there's this thing called the Fairport Mardi Gras up here, which is like Fairport Harbor Mardi Gras. It's like this big carnival they do around like I think it's like 4th of July. And I got so high on this good perp, this just really good purple, that that people were splashing in like Lake Erie, just kind of like whatever. And I swear to God, I thought they were mermaids. Like I was wasted. The other one, I was listening to I'm Me by Lil Wayne in Erie, PA after smoking like a huge bong rip in the car I was in. And the bass just felt so good. The bass, I've never been that high. And I loved it. It was so good.
If you got a boner in my car from the bass, I'd kick you out of the car.
I am a bass head, but I don't get a boner from bass. I more get like up here, like food chub. like a food chub up here, like food chubby.
If you were
I think-
laying down in the back seat, face first, like this bass is so good, man.
Play Rhythm of the Night, man.
Yes, so real, man.
Oh, that scene from fucking
Wow.
Disaster Artist. It's my
Yeah.
favorite song, Mark.
Rhythm
Or
of the
Greg.
night.
Oh,
We were
man.
thinking of names. One you suggested was Rhythm of the Fight, and that's not bad. But I feel like we're not good enough for that name.
No, yet.
Although that name wouldn't be bad. But I feel like we don't take it seriously enough, fight seriously enough to call it that. Also, I wouldn't want to start it until we had the theme song. Like we have to have some. Yes, the rhythm of the fight. Oh,
The fight.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Rhythm of
This should be an
fight.
episode name. I feel I'm already married to Bro Plata. This is what we are.
Mhm.
But the show name I think would have to have like its own music video as the introduction. Like it.
Rhythm of Plot of the musical.
What was I gonna say? Goddamn. I want to get your opinion before we run fully out of steam about Saturday. We gave already the lines according to DraftKings. Let me check to see if that is still the case before we really get into this conversation. It'll take me about 2 seconds because I'm on Wi-Fi, and for some reason it works better on fucking Wi-Fi. I don't understand it. But yeah, this weekend, probably one of the biggest heavyweight boxing fights of all time. Not cards. I mean, there's really nobody on this card. But at about 6 o'clock, they're saying approximately the walkout will be about 5:40 Eastern Standard Time. We have Francis Ngannou taking on Tyson Fury for basically the lineal heavyweight championship of the world.
Are belts on the line or not?
There's a ceremonial belt that's on the line right now.
Really, dude.
Which is the Riyadh season title.
Okay.
That's what they're putting. I don't get why this just can't be a fight. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. This just makes me think that like Fury's gonna phone it in to be like it's not. Well, hold on. Does it count against his record or not?
it does.
Okay.
This
all
is
right.
a legit loss on his record that's
Okay.
spotless. I mean,
Okay. All right. As long as because that's a big deal. So I feel like I think we'll get 70% of Tyson Fury. 75.
I think by round 2, he's gonna have to put it on Francis Ngannou to really have a shot. Like early. I'm talking about early. If you're gonna drag it into the later rounds, make it more of a dirty fight. You're gonna, take some liberties with Francis, piss him off, do all that kind of stuff. This is gonna be a later fight. I think it's 12 rounds.
I just hope it doesn't suck, man. I can see this sucking.
You're telling
Tyson
me,
just
dude.
fucking hangs on him.
I could see it happening, but Tyson putting that 200 and probably 60-pound frame on Francis, who
Probably more than that.
did you read the reference that I made in the thumbnail when I sent it to you?
No, I didn't see it.
I snuck in Gleason's line from Smokey and the Bandit, where it's "You look a lot taller or you sounded a lot taller on the radio."
Mm,
Do you remember that scene?
no, it's been a while.
Jackie Gleason and the one cop who's like in charge of the sheriffs in the state they're in. He looks at him and goes, he's a black guy, and goes, "Excuse me, boy, where's Sheriff Smith?" or whatever the fuck name was. And he's like, "I'm Sheriff Smith." "Oh, you sounded a lot taller on the radio."
Ah, I get it.
But Tyson's, I mean, he's got the height advantage. That's the one thing he can use is
The one
being
thing, he's just a better boxer overall. He has that
I'm not-
advantage.
But what I was about to say is it's the one thing he can really use to an advantage that, I mean, a lot of guys Francis has fought in the UFC have really not been taller than him. He's been in a land of giants when it comes to the UFC heavyweight division. And for Tyson to be 6'9" and just like, fuck this, I'm gonna put my shit on the line because I know there's a really good chance I can win this fight. If Francis Ngannou, think about this, there is a 20, maybe 30% chance Francis Ngannou could be technically the world's heavyweight boxing champion lineally with one punch. Can we all agree with this?
I don't think it's going to happen. If Wilder couldn't do it, I don't think he can do it.
But here's the thing
Listen,
about
it would be fucking sweet if it did. So fucking crazy.
nuts.
Yeah, and it would ruin everything for free. But then, you know what? Then the fight I'd have to see is the rematch because that's the one I'm like, oh fuck, and it's because everyone would just assume that Fury just phoned it in, and he just that's what everyone would assume. Even if he didn't, even if he trained for this harder than anything, and he fought, they took it more seriously
which we
than
assume he did.
No,
he
we
did
assume
12 weeks. So I mean,
Fury? No, I highly doubt he.
No, he did a 12-week camp.
I know, but I highly doubt he fucking had, especially mentally, had it in this. Like it's just like he had looked at him like a real opponent. I bet he didn't.
I mean,
but no matter, even if he did, if Ngannou beat him, people would say he didn't, even if he did. So,
well, I mean,
dude, I want it to happen really bad, and I love Fury. I'm a Fury fan, but I would, because of the chaos. I'm a big Ngannou fan as well.
Yeah, for him to be the man to beat the man is like, I can't form words on how I don't see it happening, but I kind of see it happening. Like, that's the thing. It would throw the Usyk fight in December, which I don't really think is a real thing, out the door. And you would have to have them fight in like February or even March of 2024. Like, full camps, everything ready, and Tyson has to come out and be the bully. I mean, with Francis was always kind of the bully because of his power. Tyson has to come out and really judge distance. He has to come out and make sure the jab is working for him because of his longer arms. And like the body frame he is so just big. He's got to move backwards. Like not completely to where he hits the ropes, but I can definitely see Tyson really working on range with a jab against Francis Ngannou and using head movement.
He has to go get
what
him.
I'm hoping for.
Francis has to go get him. I mean, he's not going to be able to stand back. He get picked apart and he stands back, right? He has to go inside and get him. That's something he never really had to do before because, like you said before, because of the size. But also, it's a completely different sport. And what we do know is the dude can crack. What kind of gloves are they using? Standard?
I think it's regulation.
Like, so what's that? 16?
12, 16 maybe. Hold on.
This they're using like 6s.
No, 4 ounces. And imagine how fast Tyson would be at 4 ounces. Like 4-ounce gloves. He'd break his hands a lot more, but I mean,
that's the problem, to break their hands.
Yeah, man. I mean, but I think he honestly missed out on an opportunity as a Ute. Hold on. Glove size. What? Oh, that. Horsehair. I'm not. toted 10-ounce boxing gloves.
Okay. I don't know. We'll see.
Did you watch the press conference at all?
No.
I watched it, and the highlights that I really have from that whole thing is I can tell Francis is nervous. And I can tell his team is very nervous.
Dude, he's getting paid no matter what, man. So okay.
I get it, but Tyson,
no one expects him to win too. It's a win-win for him, really.
Tyson,
unless he gets changed, if he gets really fucked up, that's a problem. Other than that,
hold on.
Just throw the towel when he gets one punch. Go home.
Tyson kept yelling out. I'm talking about Mike, because he was actually at the press conference and he's going to be in the corner of Francis Ngannou for this fight.
Mike Tyson, okay.
Mike Tyson, yes. Mike Tyson just kept yelling, and the new heavyweight champion of the world. Like, you could tell they were trying to talk him into it. Like, it was coming off as, like, Big John. Can I tell you a man crush I have in life? It's John Fury. John Fury is he's the father I wish I had. Like,
he would have drowned you at 3 years old.
Probably.
Talking about
You want any good, son? You'll never be world champion.
He's 3 years old. It's long overdue. Yeah.
He looked at me funny twice. But God love that man, because he just kept challenging Mike Tyson the entire time. Like, after Tyson beats Ngannou, you and I should fight. He was going straight promoter. It was awesome to watch, dude. Tyson looked calm. Tyson looked kind of good in what he was feeling. Francis kind of looked nervous. Like,
dude, he's never. Has he had a boxing fight? It's been a while if he has.
Yeah,
but either way, his first big one is the best in the world. So, like, it's not easy, dude. And if he wins, it shouldn't be a thing. Like, if someone's like, "I'm going to play tennis for the first time against Djokovic," like, that's basically what it is. Like I'm pretty good at pickle. I'm the best. I'm a pretty good pickleball player. I'm a top 10 pickleball player, but I'm going to play tennis for the first time against Novak Djokovic.
Yeah. Fuck that. And then it was kind of funny. Bob Arum has been one of Tyson Fury's promoters for over a decade now. And he's pretty much the top. The top guy in Top Rank Boxing. And I loved his line where he was like, I don't really have to do anything. I get to sit on my ass and watch two heavyweights go at it like this. And that's kind of how I look at this fight. Like, I get to watch two of my favorite sports going at it in the heavyweight division. Like, to me, that's more important to boxing than, like, sure, you got your Canelo who pulls in a huge, huge audience. But if you have an exciting professional boxing heavyweight title fight, no matter what, I'm gonna watch it. Like, I'll look at a replay later. I'll do all that kind of stuff. Right. But, like, I love heavyweight boxing because it's just crazy. Like, the most insane shit can happen. And in the same thing, like, we've seen both in the heavyweight division. I've seen it live twice. The heavyweight division in the UFC is fantastic. So I'm looking forward to this fight big time. Am I pulling for Tyson? You bet your sweet bippy. I'm fucking going for Tyson Fury all day, every day. Will I be mad? There might be a 15-minute period where I might be inconsolable, but then I'm going to pro wrestling afterwards, and I can, forget about my troubles. and there's a rematch clause. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of the most exciting heavyweight boxing fights I've ever been into in a while, besides maybe Tyson and Deontay Wilder. I bought those pay-per-views.
When Sam said what he said about Ngannou and his contract and what he did and how big of a deal that was, how come you didn't tell him what you really thought? I almost called you out on it, but I didn't want you to. I want to hear him talk, not you talk.
Exactly. Now I knew it wasn't my place.
Now I feel like I should have, because you're the only one that thinks that.
Because honestly, here's my thing.
Dude, he did so much for fighters. You have no idea.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is his first test outside of the UFC.
Dude, doesn't matter because no one expects him to win. It's perfect.
No, I feel like there's some people expecting him to win.
Not many. Not people that pay attention.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But we have to acknowledge the fact that there is a contingent of Francis Ngannou fighter or people who just
eye test
straight jock ride him. Like
if you never knew who either of these guys were and you saw them face off, you're like, oh man, white boy's gonna get murdered.
I don't know, man. I mean, even I put it in the thumbnail, their face off from, I think it was
you see the body types though, man. You're like this dude has no shot. This guy.
But I look at the height. I don't look at
height too. But it's just I'm saying most people, not you. But also you. I'm saying people that don't know who these guys are.
True.
Anyone who does knows who the better boxer is. It's pretty obvious. But like it's. That's not the point. I'm talking. My point is that if you didn't know, the people who do not know who either of these people are would be like, dude, that guy is gonna crush that guy. If my mom was here, I would show her a picture of the face-off and be like, "Who do you think's gonna win?" And then run back in here and go, "She said Francis." I'm aware, but like it to me, this poses. In like a very long time, probably in his entire career, one of the most dangerous opponents he's ever faced, Tyson Fury. Like Deontay Wilder was a dangerous opponent. Right, he's probably the first or second biggest puncher. He may be the first.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he's the second, but he may be the first. It's a different sport, who knows? But it's one of the other. But.
Clinch is still the same. Remember that, though.
Francis
has knocked guys out in the clinch.
I'm talking about this punch power overall.
I would say Francis hits harder than Deontay Wilder.
Well, things we don't know. So
yeah, do I want to look it up?
PSI? No, it doesn't matter.
But to me. The reason I want to watch this and the reason I sent my buddy $40 for this is I want to witness this because, again, it's one of my favorite, like, he got me back into heavyweight boxing. I cared because Tyson Fury is in the division, not even on the television. I would watch a heavyweight boxing fight to be like, can that guy beat Tyson Fury or not? Or, that kind of thing. And is he going to he needs to use a lot of technique, like a shit ton of technique and range distance to be able to keep Francis from coming in like a freight train. That's my one big
but he's done that with everybody.
But Tyson is also a counter puncher in his own right. Like he can throw a good counter. So who knows? But if Francis just comes in like a goddamn savage and just throws everything he fucking has at him, Tyson's gonna have his work cut out for him for at least 3 rounds. Well, no, 3 rounds because the gas tank I honestly think the reason Tyson's gonna win this is gas tank. Boxing versus MMA gas tank is way different. Way fucking different. Because you also have to think about the ground game where you can recover a little bit and then get back up and throw. This is just throwing. And couple rounds, I think Francis is going to be getting really tired, and Tyson's going to go on the hunt. Which is why I think it's probably going to be Tyson in 4. So
I would be surprised if it went the distance. I think everybody would. But also, if it went the distance, there's no way the back half of that fight's any good. Zero chance.
For Ngannou, no. But Tyson's done 12 rounds. I mean,
No. I mean overall, because I feel like he would be finish him if he has a lot more left than Ngannou. So if it did go the distance and Tyson just wasn't in shape for it, and then it would be, which I don't expect to happen. But I'm saying,
yeah,
if it did go 12 rounds, it would probably be boring as fuck towards the end. Or
that's worst case scenario.
Or he would finish him. Yeah, but I'm saying, listen. Anytime I pay for fights, is what I expect to happen. So no more paying for fights. Fuck that. Well, I was gonna buy the next pay-per-view. I don't know now.
Well, I was about to say, I think we should close the show on the sad news that happened 6 hours basically after we got off the air. The torn pectoral muscle of John Jones.
He's scared. We're gonna be one of those guys. You're just scared as T-Pay.
I'm sorry, I can't do that because I've seen John Jones fight. So,
dude,
he had fucked up toes. All right.
Shit happens.
He won a world title on fucked up toes.
The thing that sucks is that Stipe's old. He's getting older. You know, they're all getting old. But I mean, he's already going to be 41 when this happened. You know, man. Like, when is how long does it take? Get it fucking going. If it by March at least, man. Fucking get this thing going.
Well, let's see. Hold on.
It's already been forever since Stipe fought, man. It's not good.
Hold on. I'm gonna ask Google a question.
This is not good.
Rehab usually lasts 2 months hold on, wait.
What if you do a lot of cocaine? If you're doing blow the entire time, is it faster?
You know what? What he does on the Vegas Strip is none of your fucking business. Do you understand?
Isn't it, though?
Torn pec is 6 months. So we're looking at November, December, January, February, March, April.
It's never happening.
Have it in Cleveland. Have it in Cleveland in April when it's raining outside, and it's the perfect night for a UFC fight. At the Canton Civic Center. I want it at the Canton Civic Center.
Can you imagine how much those tickets will be if there's only 4,000 of them?
75,000 a piece.
Probably. No, do it at First Energy outside on the lake.
Yes.
Rain percentage 90% right now. April and
this is why they need a dome. This is why they need a dome.
I don't want to have a dome, man.
I wanted to have a dome so we can have WWE pay-per-views in that fucking dome.
You don't get a say because you're not a Browns fan.
But my tax dollars go to that fucking shithole.
They don't. You don't live in Cleveland proper.
No, but I pay Cuyahoga County taxes.
They aren't well, maybe I don't know, but I mean,
I pay separate county tax.
Hear what you're saying while you're stop screaming.
I pay separate county taxes as these cans fall. In Cuyahoga County.
It would be fine if they had a retractable roof that they never closed for football games.
You know what? I will make you that concession.
But they would, though.
If I could get stadium concerts all the time.
Go to Detroit.
Then, no, it's fucking 4 hours. It's 20 minutes downtown. And then
I don't want to be in a stadium. I don't want to see anybody in a stadium.
WWE and UFC's in that fucking stadium.
Go to Detroit.
No.
Have they had one in Detroit? Have they had one at Ford Field yet? No. So.
No, they had SummerSlam at Ford Field.
They didn't have even the UFC at Ford Field. That's what I'm talking about.
But WWE did. That's why I want
That's
Those tax
soap opera.
dollars.
That's a soap opera. Live soap opera.
I want that fucking live event revenue to go into my economy. Okay,
Not worth it. We have the
build the
listen,
dome.
We have the queue, or the whatever they call it. Recognized for yes.
Fuck
So
that. You got Pittsburgh 2 hours away. You can go to that better arena any day of the week.
why would I want to? I'm going to hockey. I think the 27th is a Wednesday. I think that's when I'm gonna go. Take my niece to the game. They're playing Toronto, the Marlies.
Ooh, yeah, the Toronto Marlies.
So because she will be on break then. So,
but I feel really bad. Like I really do for Stipe. To me,
I don't know.
Having this opportunity,
There's no one else who's going to fight, right? He is not even interested in fighting anybody else.
No.
So,
and even Dana, I've seen a few things fly around the internet, which was
they probably didn't even ask him.
That well, no,
they
he
may have
has
asked
to
him if he wanted
wait
to.
and all that kind of stuff. The guys who are fighting for the interim title have to wait until we do this heavyweight fight, which you have to do.
I assumed. Yeah, I assumed they weren't going to jump the line from Stipe. No. Because this is the fight everyone wants to see. They weren't going to. No, they're not going to jump it for fucking Tom Aspinall or Sergey Pavlovich. No, matter what happens, even if one of them crushes the other one, they're not going to jump the line.
No,
and they know that.
And Stipe deserves this opportunity.
Yeah, if anyone does. I mean, the fact that they made him wait for so long for a fight it still pisses me off, So, but way longer. It's going to be over a year since Jones' last fight too, but it's even more than Stipe's. So.
Yeah, it'll be over. No, it'll literally be over a year because we were there for.
That's what I'm saying.
Like March 4th, 2023.
Yeah.
And
more than that. And also, I mean, Jones
which
only
would probably be July. They'd probably
small
do an
amount
international
of fight time.
week. What?
Small amount of fight time for Jones too. I mean, in that because he had the only fight he had in multiple years was.
Stipe hasn't fought since 2020. One maybe.
I don't know. It pisses me off though. They should have fought a long time ago. They should have fought this international fight week.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fucking stupid. They didn't do that. Whatever. That pissed me off. It should happen. Get it done. Get it done.
And I mean, Stipe is I want to get a hold. I might get a hold of Jessica somehow and be like,
that's a big ask, man. I feel like.
Well, no. How do we get Stipe's agent? Like,
well, let's look up Stipe's agent.
I will.
That's how you do it.
I'll ask Jake Digman. He probably knows. But no, I would love to have Stipe on this and make him the official mascot.
He's not going to do the show, Ray.
Yeah, he would.
No, he won't.
If we say we're from Cleveland,
dude,
I guarantee
he only does big shows, dude. He won't do our show.
You know what? It's worth a fucking try.
You'd ask, but
what does that say?
Labatt Blue wouldn't get Stipe here. That's true.
I mean, maybe
he's more of a Commodore Perry man. I bet.
Commodore Perry is a dope beer, though.
Yeah, I like Commodore Perry.
It's one of my favorites. Whenever I do
that's the IPA, right? That's like 8%. Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah,
that and Dortmunder are like the two where I'm like,
Dortmunder is like the normal one. Commodore Perry is like the fucking IPA, 8% or whatever it is. It's fucking crazy.
I remember doing a show at Great Lakes Brewing for Bill Squire on nothing but Commodore Perry. I crushed.
Are you sure? Or you just think you did?
They laughed. I remember
because they were also all on Commodore Perry,
probably. But no, yeah, man. Like Cleveland needs this. Even though I'm not a big Cleveland guy, Stipe is the reason I love this town. Like. He did something from this city that I never thought somebody from this city would do, which has become one of the most dominant heavyweights of all time. Like
dude, they should put it in Cleveland for Stipe, man, because they're making him wait even fucking longer. Will they? Of course not.
You know what they should do too is replace that. At least put in front of to the right or left of the Cleveland statue outside of the court, or not the courthouse, but like the council chambers.
Moses Cleveland.
Moses Cleveland.
Mhm.
Put a fucking Stipe statue
Next to Moses
outside of.
Put him on the back of
fucking City
Moses
Hall.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
riding him like a backpack.
Full body triangle. Full
Yes.
body triangle. Control foot around the leg. It needs to be done.
But they had to find a place somewhere for it, right? He just, I mean, listen, if he
He
was
deserves a statue.
if he was a boxer, he'd get one. You know, people are still to this day weird on MMA, and especially because all the people that run shit are old. So
Yeah.
crusty
still,
old whites.
dude,
No, our mayor's not white, right? The Cleveland
Put him in the fucking where they do the skating rink in Public Park, right outside the fucking horseshoe and.
Yes, I want a Rocky type statue.
Yeah.
Yes,
He deserves it, man.
he
Like
should get it.
he sold out. He sold out his arena minus where they put screens. If they didn't put screens, that whole building would have been asshole to fucking appetite packed. Like it would have been a human centipede people trying to fucking get in that place.
Yeah, it'll be fine. They need to do it. They won't do it. They won't. They need to do it. Statue, maybe. I want a better chance he gets a statue than they put this fight in Cleveland.
And I will say, to be honest with you, personally, when it came to fights, his fights, anytime I saw that he was on a card or whatever, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking like go ham on this motherfucker, and hopefully he wins. And to be able to watch him defend his title in Cleveland live is one of the greatest memories I'll ever have. I'll tell my fucking stepkids because I'm more of a stepdad now, or adoptive dad. You want to get adopted, kid? All right, let's go down tomorrow.
You seem like the in-between stepdad. He's the guy who was there for 3 years and then just disappeared.
Right. Yeah, the thing with Stipe though is he was the first world champion in 52 fucking years. He was the catalyst for a lot of positive energy in this town.
Sure, most people won't count it, but yes.
Yeah, I definitely do. And
Well,
then
you're
the
not
Monsters
a sports
won.
fan, so yeah, no one's counting the Monsters, no one's counting Stipe. They're counting the Cavs.
I count those two first, and
No,
then the Cavs.
You're not a Cleveland sports fan, so you don't care.
But
So
again,
you don't get a say.
I was proud of Cleveland until Andy Baskin said, "I wish it was the Browns." And at that point, I'm like, "Go fuck your mother." I don't want to fucking hear whatever you people
say. That's kind of what
say.
everybody thought.
You're ungrateful. You're
I listen. I didn't say it. I
what
didn't
you
say it
are.
out loud, but
It's
that is true.
That is one of the most ungrateful fucking things a city could ever say while their major league sport just won a world championship.
City didn't say it. One guy said it. You just said it.
But you were all thinking it. I guarantee you.
Well, not all of us, but I was thinking it. True.
That's
I was
a
happy. No, I was
shit
just happy
sports
to-
fan.
I was just happy to have it, really. So I was happy to have it. But I really wanted that World Series that we almost got, but didn't get. That's what I really wanted.
I mean, here's my thing. Whenever the fucking Steelers and Penguins won world championships, it was an individual thing of, fuck, my team won. Yay. But to be like, oh, the Penguins won, but I wish it was the Steelers. I would punch any guy in the throat that said that shit.
It's one guy that said that.
But again, a lot of you were thinking.
Don't know that. You don't know that.
I heard the calls that day. I guarantee you it wouldn't be a million. If the Browns ever for some...
Yeah, but we'd much rather have that than nothing.
Dude, if the planets aligned and for some reason the Browns won the Super Bowl, it would be like 1 billion people and their grandparents in this town for that Super Bowl compared to the people that were down for the Cavs winning the championship.
They had 1 million people. So if they had 1 million, the Browns probably have to have 10
It'd
million.
be fucking 25 times that if the Browns won the
And
Super
it'd be
Bowl.
fucking freezing, too.
It doesn't matter. You guys would be out in your fucking. You'd be out in long johns, being like, they fucking did it.
Yeah.
You sad pieces of garbage.
Sad. Every city has a big parade. Philadelphia, that was a crazy one. That's what I want. I want Browns Eagles.
Only 3 fires, which was weird.
I think Browns Eagles would stop the Earth. I think the Earth would fall out of orbit if that happened.
There'd be a lot of people sitting in the Senate watching that game.
Worried. Dude, especially the Super Bowl this year's in Vegas, but dude, you imagine Vegas at the Philadelphia and Cleveland made it Super Bowl? Vegas that week would be insane. Vegas turns into,
to be honest with you, Tim,
nuts. That'd be amazing.
I would go.
That'd be so much. Could you imagine?
I wouldn't go to the game,
right?
But I would hang out with Browns fans and
imagine
kind of infiltrate and just watch you guys in a Super Bowl.
If just Vegas was flooded with Browns and Eagles fans, holy shit. All the pastrami is gone in Vegas.
The great Las Vegas riot of 2024.
Right. all the Budweiser and pastrami's gone in the whole city.
They have to close down like Harrah's and the Venetian just to fucking subdue the riot.
Every restaurant's only selling corned beef and cheesesteaks. That's it. Everybody just asks for corned beef or cheesesteak. That's just what the buffets are. That would be great. But it'd be better if
Canadian moose piss beer.
If Cleveland, Philadelphia Super Bowl was in Detroit, that's where it needs to be.
Oh my god! You want to see Detroit burn for the 80th time?
Or New York? That'd be pretty good too. It's not too far.
New York would be cool. I'd go. You and I could book a duo fucking thing of Bro Plata invades said show in New York and then go to the fucking Super Bowl. I'd be down for it.
Dude, they want people to come to the show. They don't want people to run away from it.
You would be the one that brings the show, though.
Oh yeah, I'm the show. All right, we done? Because I want to eat.
Yeah, we are done. Thank you guys for being with us on this Thursday. Hopefully, you guys enjoy Ngannou versus Fury.
Thank you to Samuel Alvi.
Well, I was about to do that real quick, but the Fury Wilder fight will be on ESPN Plus here in the United States, DAZN internationally.
And it's on ESPN Plus, huh?
It is.
How much is it?
$80.
Pass.
I'll send you things day after because I do want you to watch it. But
I want to watch it too, but not $80.
Yeah, again, let me take care of you and put your fucking druthers to the side. I'll send you shit.
Maybe maybe I can get my. Oh no, there's a.
And also TNT Sports in the UK. TNT. I hope that's not like the Turner Network Sports is getting a pay-per-view in fucking England. That'd be hilarious.
Is Ernie Johnson doing the play-by-play?
I don't know.
And Chuck Barkley. It'd be amazing.
But we I'm excited for that.
Marv Albert.
Yes. Fury bites him. Yes.
Who's the other one? Not Marv Albert, the other one. It's driving me nuts. Kenny something? Kenny. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know.
See if I can figure it out. He did a lot of the 2K games.
Oh, no, that's completely different than who I was thinking of.
Kevin Harlan, I think. Yeah, Kevin Harlan. That's what I'm thinking of. Kevin Harlan.
You remember when Matt Vasgersian did one of the commentaries?
For a fight?
No, for a baseball game.
Dude, he did a decade's worth of MLB The Show until the most recent one. He did the decade's worth.
Matt the Vat Vasgersian here.
Yeah, he did most of them. He was the guy who did XFL games and said, "I'm uncomfortable" when they showed cheerleaders, and they got pissed, which is pretty funny.
But hopefully you guys enjoy those, and I will go to NWA Sam Haim right after that, or Sam Hain right after that. So you'll get a review of that. But enjoy the fights this weekend. And hopefully everybody enjoyed our interview with Sam Alvey. The individual video will be up tomorrow.
Will it?
Yeah, will be.
Will it?
Yeah.
Will it though?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard this before.
Well, I get off work at 5 tomorrow. So, and I don't have to work tomorrow or Saturday. So, yay. And the Sam Alvey video will be isolated and up tomorrow. If you want to watch it, it's an entirety. And thank you guys. Make sure, please, like, share, subscribe. Help us with the algorithm, you sexy bitches. As always, we will see you at the Kumite, fam.
You should also do that one, the whole interview, and also do another one that's just the match game.